You already know this is about to be stupid. Whoa.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of y'all phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa, this a new range, new page. Got me in a new country, new stage. I ain't signed no deal, I'm too paid. I do not have chill, I'm too crazy. I do not take L's, I'm too Brady. I might be frosted, I'm not flaky. Don't know what it cost me, it's all gravy. Turn on that faucet and just pay me. Whoa, we gon' get it, bring it back. Maybe Donald is a Mac. Couple bottles, empty glass. New machine, I'm sending facts. Bump the headline, check the facts. I'm not a gangster, but I'm a gorilla. Hop on them drums when I'm feeling J Dilla. Come get your lady, cause I'ma just steal her.
How about the range? Whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of y'all phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa, there's no comparison. Black in America, little too arrogant. I just embarrass y'all niggas irrelevant. I shouldn't mention it, that's royal etiquette. Out of my element, way too intelligent. Grab you a therapist, send him my sentiments. Neck full of sediments, caught me a Tesla and skirt through the valley. Dropped an investment in Silicon Valley. All of this cake, but I'm missing the patty. Might mess around and just move to Miami. Drums are so loud that they break in the chassis. King of the grass like I'm Lionel Messi. I am not crass, but my mental is messy. Mud in my glass while my pencil is sketching. All these rappers, but no one impressed me. Most of them actors I labels as testing.
How about the range? Whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa.
How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of y'all phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa. How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of y'all phase me.
How about the range? Whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa. That's the bad that you made, yeah. Yeah, bad that you made, that's the bad that you made.
Aye, Katie, let's go.
All hell King Darius.
That's a bad that you made,
That's the bad that you made. That's the bad that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping mollies. I'm so intelligent, my honesty turned into philosophy. I go hard in the paint, the harder I play. Nigga, I'm like Harden on James, a problem to face. I don't wear my heart in my sleeve, just look in my eyes. Nigga, you can do what you need, I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have, just look at your life. Nothing but is sacred to me, it's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind, it's not worth the fight. Nigga, yeah, I'm out of my mind, I'm out of my mind. Hey, you did what you did.
Yeah, you do what you did.
Give a fuck about intentions.
Don't give a fuck about intentions.
You can watch what I do.
You can watch what I do.
Just stay the fuck out my mentions.
Stay the fuck out my mentions.
That's a bad that you made.
That's the bad that you made. That's the bad that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. That's the bad that you made. That's the bad that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. come up, hey, let's be with that drama, hey, saw that baddie mama, hey, told her I don't wanna, hey, come up, hey, let's be with that drama, hey, saw that baddie mama, hey, told her I don't wanna, hey.
Went out, caught me a red fly. Too many people on a bandwagon. Done been through that hellfire. Came out lethal like a red dragon. Same old rapper with the same old flows. Colored dreads with the pants sagging. Got that fame, but you sold your soul. You a warlock, I'm the dark assassin. Said big stacks, mode change, big bags, faux chains. Get that money, said big facts, no gains, big stats, mo fame. We back stunts, said big names. On stage, big trap, no shame. Going and running that big check. My name, sign that, more rain. Come back home and just
come up, hey, let's be with that drama, hey, saw that baddie mama, hey, told her I don't wanna, hey, come up, hey, let's be with that drama, hey, saw that baddie mama, hey, told her I don't wanna, hey.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
I want you to attack. I want you to visualize and then attack. Can you handle that?
Yeah.
Movements are created for oppressed and marginalized people.
It's like Harry Potter. If Harry Potter was black and had a septum piercing.
Fatphobic as fuck.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
We choose truth over facts.
The birds are chirping. The bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 3115 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on? Beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and yo hoes. It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you B. All right, fam, make sure you use the hashtag FEF in the comments down below. It's Fuck 'em Friday. Today is the day that we unfollow, unsubscribe. We block out all the noise. Make sure you are focusing on pillar number one, your community today. And if you don't know the 7 pillars, head on over to swolenormousx.com and download your free copy now. It's a reminder every single week. You should be doing this every single day. But of course, on Fridays, we like to spend a little bit extra attention. So go through your contacts, go through podcasts, not the Daily Swole, other podcasts, other things that you attempt to bang your ear holes, but doesn't fill you up enough, doesn't stretch out your ear holes enough. But of course, you come for the knowledge cock, you come for the Daily Swole. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing here. You're here for a reason. But if you are looking forward to getting your nutrition under control, your training under control, you're looking to get your recovery, your mindfulness, you need to start surrounding yourself with better people. And if you have shitty people in your environment, which a lot of you unfortunately do, you need to surround yourself with better ones. So you could join the fam over at Swolenormous X. And of course, we are there 24/7, 366, leap year, motherfucker. But even more importantly, we have the brand new Swolenormous app. So hip, hip, hooray. Start your 7-day free trial. Head on over to the App Store or Google Play and download the Swolenormous app. You will get access to all of our programs, all of our yoga. We have we have over 450 yoga mobility classes. We have full programs for all levels, all areas of experience. If you're new to the gym or if you've been training for 20 years, we have a program for you. And of course, we have master classes, instructional videos, and so much more to help you and assist you along the way. And of course, we have the community, the amazing Swole fam. You can schedule your workouts, offline downloads. You can journal inside the 7 Pillars journal in your calendar, and of course stream it to your TV and so much more. So of course, when you join, you'll get access to the Telegram chat and all the other amazing aspects of the Swole fam. But the app is brand new and it has amazing features, custom playlists, so you can access the content that you like the most. You can really customize your app and make it as easy as possible to get to the things that you use all the time. So if you have a certain routine or a certain class that you love in the morning or certain things that you love in the morning, you can create a morning playlist and you can customize the title and add it to your morning playlist and things that you like to do in the morning. Maybe you have a routine. You like this meditation, this Brain Gains meditation session, and then you also like this Swollen 7 or this yoga class in the morning, and you can have your own morning playlist. So super cool. Head on over to the App Store, Google Play, download the Swolenormous app, and join the fam today. And of course, we have new releases every single Monday, and the new releases are also featured in the app, so you have an easy place to see what we've just put out. But we got 20% off over at papaswolio.com. So I'm rocking the Frosty the Swole Man, go to the fucking gym. And if you want, God, the Christmas stuff is bumping. We got a lot of new Christmas designs, and we are resurfacing all of those and promoting those for the holiday. Naughty, nope. Nice, nope. At the fucking gym. So that's what we're doing for the holiday season. papaswolio.com, 20% off the entire site, which is very exciting. All right, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. All those links are down below, or if they're not, they will be, but check all that out. Let's get into that tip, shall we? Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, we got a couple posts. Start off with a couple from the app, and then we'll get into some emails, and then we'll take questions when we get into the knowledge cock portion, so you can start dropping them soon. The hashtag #AskPapaSwole, but we'll get into the questions in a few minutes. Dana, inside the Swolenormous app. Good morning, Swole fam. Just wanted to jump in and say hi. Been following Papa Swole online for a while, but just took the plunge. I turned 50 this week, and I'm not where I want to be physically. I've been fit, fat, and everything in between for over the years, and now I want to get back to being fit. I've started a carnivore lifestyle and was thinking of incorporating intermittent fasting. I want to shred fat while improving the underlying muscle. My goal is a solid 225 within the next 12 months. Good for you. Welcome to the Swole fam. Michelle says, legs alpha, no joke. Nip cover today, Swole muscles matter. Very simple post. That is a great shirt. Swole muscles matter. That's one of those underrated designs. When BLM was burning down the country, we popped out Swole muscles matter. Remember those times? Ah, yes, leftist riots. We remember fondly. Just kidding. Just kidding.
How shall we fuck off, oh Lord?
Just kidding. Hopefully we got no more of those coming up on January 6th. Okay, Tim says, Swole fam, if any of you play racket sports and have not tried swinging clubs, you have no idea what you're missing. Started a few weeks ago, and wow, what a difference to my game. And I couldn't encourage you guys to get into club swinging more. It's fantastic. It's great for everything. Just everything, period. Wrist strength, elbow, shoulder. And of course, you play tennis or racquetball and stuff like that. It's going to help golf, anything. It's going to help with anything. So glad that you are seeing amazing benefits with that, Tim. Now let's get into a couple more email responses. This was a very popular one. There is no magic pill. We got 2 responses. First one from Jane. And if you want to get on the email list, you can head on over to makeemailswoleagain.com. That's makeemailswoleagain.com. Jane says, I'm inspired by your email and have increased my consistency at the gym. I have also increased the weight I am lifting due to your advice. I'm 63. I did not want to get, quote, too bulky and gain too much weight, as I have the genes to gain muscle and fat quite easily. Old habits and beliefs die hard. I'm embracing the muscle gain and look forward to aging in a very strong way. Jane. Yeah, I mean, the genes to gain muscle and fat easily, these are things that don't really exist. No one just gains muscle easily. If you're gaining fat and muscle, obviously it's a caloric issue. And it's very hard to measure these things. A lot of times people feel like they're gaining muscle when they're really gaining fat, or vice versa. But making sure that you're focusing on your progressive overload and you're tracking your training. And if your reps are going up, if your strength is going up, you're going to be building muscle. You don't need to overconsume calories. Get enough protein. Make sure you're eating quality food, getting sleep, eat to your satisfaction. Like in terms of satiety, don't stuff your face because you're just going to be putting on fat. It's really just not necessary. And you could adjust as you see your strength improving or adjusting along the way. You don't have to overstuff your face. Good stuff. All right, there's no magic pill. Why is the mouse showing now? Oh, why is the mouse showing? Interesting. Been having, I think there's some resets that have to happen. You're not supposed to see them. The sound stopped working a couple days ago from my browser, and now you can see the mouse on the screen. Like some settings must have gotten reset. No big deal. Patrick says, I can't say that I haven't thought about using those drugs. I have struggled to find the exact path that fits and one I can get behind, currently watching and counting all the calories going in. The results are stupid slow, which is tough to stay the course. I do enjoy your motivational videos. My gym routine is 3 times a week. I'm assuming Patrick is talking about Ozempic. You don't want to take that crap. It's garbage. It's garbage. It doesn't change your habits. It just paralyzes your stomach. And you get muscle wasting, and there's going to be a lot of issues down the line from people that use these drugs. It's just garbage. It doesn't help you in any way. It really doesn't. Obsessing over the calories is not as important as focusing on what calories, like what are you actually eating? That's much more important. All the other habits, people don't focus enough on all the things and all the toxins they put on their body. People are worried about micromanaging how many cookies they eat, but they don't care about all the deodorant and the lotions and perfumes and the artificial fragrances and the Glade plugins and all these things that are just constantly just layers and layers of toxins in their life. They have no problem microwaving plastic and all the estrogenics in their environment. That's also adding to this. So it's not just the food that you're consuming, but quality food is paramount, and that should be the standard for everyone, whether it's a training day or a recovery day. Don't eat garbage. All right. If you want to get on the email list, go to, again, makeemailswoleagain.com, makeemailswoleagain.com. The email list is free, 100% free. Now let's get into some questions. Are you ready? Let's get a little America. Ashley, welcome. Welcome. You're the reason I started my weight loss journey 2 years ago. I was 260 pounds. Today I am 170. Wow. And hit the gym and train mixed martial arts 3 times a week. In January, I'm entering a jiu-jitsu competition. I felt amazing. Good for you. That's fantastic. Good for you.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Good for you. Glad to see you here. You said earlier I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, well, I don't even think I've been shadow banned. I don't know. What's the next level from shadow banned? I've been cave banned. I'm not even in the shadows. I'm underground. They shoved my channel under the ground. We just started streaming on the Swolenormous channel again anyway, just because there's more people there and reach some more people for the stream. But we do it primarily on Rumble. Been on Rumble because YouTube has just been extremely restrictive and they don't show my content at all. It's been ever since I called BLM a domestic terrorist organization, which I was 100% accurate on, they just stepped on my channel and views just stopped. Crazy what happens when you say the truth, but I don't take it back. I was 100% correct and still am. Let's get into some questions. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole, drop in the comments. Let's see. T-Bone. Let's see. What was the hardest part about creating the app? I don't know. Patience. I think the hardest part about creating the app is also patience and also not having the ability to do everything myself, because you don't have the same kind of control if you have other people doing the coding and things of that nature. So of course, a lot of the design was in-house, but that would be the hardest thing about the app, and the patience, wanting to get it up, because I think in terms of creating something like that, you can really over obsess about how you think it's going to look or how you think it's going to be used, but you don't really know how it's going to be used or the effectiveness until it's actually being used. So you can try to perfect things and adjust this. Oh, this is better here. Does this look good? and then people start using it, you have to get people using it to get feedback. So one of the important things about launching something like that is to not try to perfect anything. You want to make it as good as you can, but done is better than perfect. It's never going to be literally perfect. So eventually you just have to launch it and then see how it works and then adjust along the way. Because sometimes you spend a lot of time working on something, then you launch it, and then people are, oh, it would have been nice if it was this way instead. And you're like, shit, that's what we were deciding on. And if you're working on things for a long time before you even launch it, if you're not 100% sure on the direction, you never know until it's actually out there. So it's how hands-on you can be, and also the patience and the excitement for launching it. Very glad that it's up. And of course, we're going to continue to make improvements where we can along the way. So we're not done with the app yet. Of course, as phones change and as new operating systems come out and different updates, you know, it'll take time, but there's other things that are going to be coming and maybe tweaking along the way. So that'll be exciting. And plus, of course, now we can focus a little bit more. And I would say just the focus on the structure of the app versus the actual content. I'm excited to kind of get back to like, okay, now we can do some more master classes. A lot of the attention over the past, 5-6 months has been to create the app. So now it's nice to shift that back to other things. J Money, Papa Swole, what are your thoughts on skincare products that are tallow based? I love them. That's what I use. I'm using products from this company, Vanman, and they have tallow soaps and lotions. It depends. I mean, it just needs to be pretty much 100% grass-fed, and tallow-based. You could put tallow in something and put a lot of other stuff in there too. So all you really need is just straight tallow lotion. Sometimes some of these companies will put other essential oils and things like that, but tallow is great. Tallow is great for skincare. Miss Texas Fit. Papa Swole, I've been on birth control for 4 years. Any advice on how to prepare my body to come off of it? Worried about hormones, weight gain, and mood swings. That's a good question. Mama Solio has been off it for a while. I don't really know if I have anything in particular aside from getting off of it. I don't think it's something that you taper off. But yeah, hormonal birth control is garbage. It is so toxic to the body, and that's really a huge part of why a lot of women today are fucked up. All the cancers and all the issues with gender and sexuality and feminism, it all intersects with this kind of grift trying to encourage women to sterilize themselves, essentially. And unfortunately, a lot of women have permanent problems as a result of stunting themselves for years. You have acne when you're 15. Oh, get on birth control. It's insane. It's literally insane. So it's really unfortunate. So in terms of advice, I don't know. I could ask, Mama Swolio would be better, but I think she just stopped taking it. But if you're eating properly and you're getting quality sleep and you're getting your organ meats and stuff, your body will regulate so much better. I would say also, I forget what she uses, but she uses one of those. She has one of those apps, one of those, cycle, menstrual cycle apps and stuff. And it tells you when you're fertile. It tells you, which cycle, which stage you're in. And when you're consistent, you'll be on it to like a T. I don't remember in terms of the best way to come off it. I don't remember exactly if there was a process that she did aside from just not taking it anymore. Okay, let's see. Moses 30S, Papa Swolio. What are some good workouts to do when you're doing biceps and back? Do a curl and do a row. It's not complicated, and progressively overload over time. So these questions, what are some good workouts? What do you mean? Do a pull down. Do a sagittal plane row. Do a T-bar row. Do a chest supporter row. Do a preacher curl. You don't need fancy exercise. You just need to lift heavier over time. So some good workouts, very vague. There's a lot of exercise. What do you have at your gym? What do you need to work on? Okay, another one. Gautam for real. Papa Swolio, do you often take breaks from the gym in terms of like a week off? No, never. You don't need to. If you have a proper program, you never have to deload. People that do deloading, I think, it's just not necessary. It's not necessary. If you're doing something that's competition based, it can make sense to have different periodization, but that's a specific outcome. You're training for a competition, so you might deload and take a week or two off from intense training leading up to like a strength training competition or like a strongman competition type thing or a sports season. So there's different, it depends on the application, but if you're just a person that wants to lift like myself and casually bodybuild and improve your strength and build muscle and be healthy, you don't need to take time off from the gym, nor should you. If you find that you're burning out, then your your programming is off. So you don't need to take breaks, but rest days, sure. You can't be lifting heavy every day, but you don't have to take days off from the gym. You could do mobility, you could do yoga, go for a walk. You can still stay on your program. A day off, right? A non-training day is still a program. So people that think, well, I'm not training today, so they eat like shit, that's just retarded. A recovery day is still part of your program. So you're still training. You're just maybe not lifting heavy that day. You're still training though. Cerny says, I never took birth control pills, just found someone with a good pullout game. Well, that's all they had back then, Cerny. Back in my day, we used a wood club. Fahad Arslan? Whatever. Appreciate the question. Calisthenics or gym? For what? It's not calisthenics or gym. Look, if you want to build muscle, progressive overload. If you don't have a gym, you have a pull-up bar, you can use pull-up bars for things. So, if you do a lot of pull-ups, you're only going to get so big. You need progressive overload. There's only so many more reps you can do, aside from adding weight and things like that. And there's no legs. You're just doing pull-ups all the time. So if you're just going to do pull-ups and ring stuff, you're going to be very imbalanced. You're going to be one of those jack guys at the park that has no legs. So calisthenics or gym, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. But if you want to build muscle, you need progressive overload. So that means weights and gym. But a gym is where you train. So your gym might be the park. That's fine. Okay. Nyari CK. Papa Soy, do you watch your calorie intake? I do not micromanage or count my calories. I do not. What I go by is when I'm full, I stop eating. I don't stuff my face unnecessarily. Look, that's a habit of mine because for most of my life, when it was bulking, it was trying to get bigger. So when I get full, that's only, hey, keep going. That's a natural thing. So I actually have to pull myself away from the food because I'm so used to trying to eat more than I require from bulking like 20 years ago. So when I first started lifting, it was just eating based on the clock. Okay, feeling full was kind of like the sign to, okay, now I'm eating, if you know what I mean. So if you're eating 5 or 6 times a day and you are a relatively skinnier person, you're trying to put on size, when you get full, that's the starting point of counting. It's like, okay, now I'm actually eating because now I'm eating extra. So it's just a long habit of full not being a sign to stop eating. It was a sign to, okay, here's when I'm actually starting to eat. So now I just eat, and when I'm starting to get full, I stop eating. Because if my strength is going up, I'm building muscle. If I'm getting stronger and my reps are going up, my weight's going up, I'm building muscle. You don't need to be in a crazy surplus. You don't really need to be in much of a surplus at all. You just need to increase your calories as you build more muscle, as you lay down more contractile proteins over time. So if you see your reps going up, you're getting stronger and you're building muscle, it's like you don't have to be anywhere but like a maintenance slightly above, getting enough protein and getting enough sleep. So I don't over obsess about my caloric intake. I'll step on a scale once in a while instead of curiosity, but I never really do it at the right time. I don't wake up first thing and step on a scale. But in the afternoon, sometimes I step on a scale. I'm like, oh, cool. So like I keep a general idea of my body weight, but that's not competition. That's not composition. So it's not really something that I track or anything with importance. I don't think counting your calories is any real way to live. If you eat proper food and you don't stuff your face, you don't eat ultra processed food, so you're not consuming your calories faster than your body can get hormonal feedback. So if you've noticed, For example, last night we were eating, Mama Swole made a beast of a meal, and I got up and I was like, oh, I want some more white rice. I'm going to have a little bit more of this. And I took a little bit extra time to do that and put the plate down. By the time I got back to the table, I was already feeling a little more full. Like, I am full. Because it takes 10, 15 minutes for your body to actually filter back, hey, you're actually full. Because it's hormones. It's not a nervous system response. So if you're eating really fast, by the time you feel that you're getting full, a lot of times you've overconsumed your calories. So eating slower, eating nutrient-dense food, chewing your food that you're not just drinking. If you're drinking soda, you're getting in so many calories and it's ultra-processed, so absorbs quickly. You're getting in a lot more calories before you actually get the feedback from the hypothalamus and whatnot that you are satisfied, that you're satiated. So eating slower. If you start to feel a little bit full, wait 10 minutes. You could always get some more food, but chances are you're going to be satisfied. And then you can process the protein and all that stuff that you ate. And then you can wait. And if you want to have another meal in a couple hours, you could have another smaller meal. You don't need to stuff your body to the limit. Because the problem is if you're overstuffing and you're just eating to like gluttonous exhaustion, you guys know that when you eat too much, it takes you a lot longer to digest. You feel sluggish. It's hard to move. It might affect your sleep if you're eating dinner at night. So you don't really want to overload yourself in that sense. You could always eat more frequently. KSA 90, Papa Solio, sir, going to gym once a week will be effective. Not really. Once a week isn't enough. Now, can you build muscle twice a week? Yeah, twice a week would be better. Twice a week would be better. Once, can you build muscle from zero? Probably. Yeah, you can build muscle over time. It's just not enough frequency. And you're not going to get enough volume with going once a week. So you can do full body twice a week and build muscle for sure. But I still think if you're doing full body 3 times a week is better. More frequency is better. So you're going to have to find your individual, pretty much if you want enough recovery and enough intensity, enough volume, it's going to be body parts twice a week. So upper, lower, or full body. So you could do a combination of the two. You could do full body 3 or 4 times a week, depending on your split and your volume. But you really need more frequency than once a week, especially for the whole body. So once a week can do it. If you could do 2, you'll see much better results doing full body twice a week. The Drew Davidson, Papa Solio, knee pain. And again, last chance, get some questions in. Hashtag Ask Papa Solio in the comments. And we have overtime after for members. Knee pain when squatting and doing leg extensions. Any advice? Yeah, I do. So chances are you have mobility issues. So yoga is going to be important, but also I would have to see your form, but chances are you're locked up at the ankle and probably also at the hip. So I would recommend, this is just, look, anyone listening, I can talk and say things, but this is why we have the ankle mobility masterclass. We have the knee mobility masterclass and the hip mobility masterclass inside Swolenormous X. You can download the Swolenormous app on iOS, on the App Store, or in Google Play. And what those masterclasses will go over are the exercise to help mobilize the ankle, mobilize the knee, and strengthen a lot of these imbalances in the muscles. So really why you probably have knee pain is because you have instability. You have muscles that are not being worked enough, and you have other muscles that are too tight and pulling too much. So it's pulling the knee out of alignment. You're getting some friction. You're getting some excess tension. It's causing knee pain. And there's different types of knee pain. So it depends on where it's coming from, which would be what is leading to it. So there's different types, right on top of your patella. It's on the outside of the knee. Is it runner's knee, quote unquote, jumper's knee? Is it why, and where is it starting? Where are the real compensations? Where are the real mobility issues? For some people, it's primarily at the ankle. Usually it's a combination of the ankle and the hip. So yoga's great, but you want to strengthen muscles like your hip flexors. You want to strengthen the tendons in your knees. Reverse sled is a great thing to do as a warm-up before leg days. Just doing a nice pull for reverse sled, walking backwards is a great way to bring up the base level strength of the tendons and the patellar tendon. So that's advice that I have, but it's going to take focused mobility work. But you definitely don't want to avoid it. The thing is, a lot of times people have knee pain when squatting or doing leg extensions, so they find other things and they don't address the issue, and then it can really catch up to you in the future. Miss Texas Fit, did Mama Swole experience any stomach issues when she was on birth control? Stomach issues? I don't know what that means. That's vague. Stomach issues? Before she got extra healthy, she used to have a lot of bloating around her period and stuff like that. She had a lot more bloating, but she also ate crap. She would have like Cheetos and Gatorade. A lot of women do that kind of binge eating. Oh, it's my period, it's my cycle, and they go and they eat garbage food. No wonder you have a shitty cycle, because you eat poison. So a lot of women use that as an excuse to binge eat. Just like people use football as an excuse to eat crap or drink beer. Oh, it's Friday. Oh, it's happy hour. Oh, it's this occasion. Let me eat cake because someone had a birthday in this 500-person office. So a lot of women use their menstrual cycle as an excuse to binge eat garbage food, and that just compounds the problem. Bloating and burning. I don't remember. This was a long time ago. She hasn't been on birth control for years and years. Probably. She had a lot of it. Yeah. I mean, birth control is all around bad. But if I look at pictures from her, she was birth control. It makes your body feel like you're pregnant. So like her boobs were a lot bigger, but they're inflamed. Like she was like, it was as if she was pregnant or something like that. Like you could see like her face, like everything, plus her nutrition's so much better. She looks so much younger than she does now than she did at the beginning. Women on birth control, it's common to gain weight because it tricks your body into thinking you're pregnant. All right, Simpson Daniel. Did you ever hit a wall in lifting and getting stronger? Sure, everyone does. In terms of hitting a wall, I mean, you're not going to gain strength. You're going to hit a limit. Every mountain has a peak, so you're not just going to endlessly gain strength forever. Eventually, you're going to hit a peak and you're not going to be able to lift as much in the future as you get older. So everyone's going to hit a, quote, wall, but it depends. It depends on why. So you're going to get to certain weights where it's really hard for you to get up a little bit more weight. It's going to be really hard for you to get that extra rep. Pretty much building muscle is just scratching and clawing for that extra rep or to put another extra pound. This is why I always tell people, get a set of those micro plates, get a set of 1 pound plates or 1/4 pound plates for the gym. Because if you're doing a bench or you're doing a machine, maybe adding a 2.5 on each side is too much, but adding 1 pound is still more weight. So if you're playing in the range of 4 to 6 repetitions, for example, a pound is really all you need. It's still more weight is more weight. It's progressive overload. So if you can't jump to 2.5 on each side, that's 5 pounds, but maybe you could do 2 pounds total, 1 pound on each side. It's still more weight. So sometimes gyms don't have a lot of the 2.5s. Like it's a busy gym. A lot of times you go to the weight tree and there's just stuff missing. You could get those small plates because if you have a set of 1/2 pound plates or 1/4 pound plates, or 1 pound plates, you put them in your gym bag. It's like a couple pounds and you can put them on the machine. You only need 2, right? Or 3, or you get a set of 2 or 4 or whatever. Charlie C 101, Papa Swole, you say go to the gym every day, but I hear a lot of people say that you need a rest day. What do? If I say jump off a cliff, people are going to be like, okay, which one? Go to the gym every day. I'm saying go to the fucking gym every day. If it's a recovery day in your program, it's still go to the fucking gym. It's still do your fucking program. When I say go to the fucking gym, people say, well, I train outside. Is that okay? The gym is where you train. I'm saying get off your ass and go to the fucking gym. So for everyone watching my videos, the vast majority of people need to get off their ass and go to the fucking gym. So if it's a recovery day for you, that video that day is not for you. Yes, you need rest days. But the problem is people do rest days. They sit on their fucking ass, go for a walk, do some yoga, do a sauna, go get some grass under your feet, go play with your dog outside, eat healthy. Just because it's an off day doesn't mean you don't just fuck off and do everything else. Remember, a rest day is you're training. You're training. A rest day, you're still training. A rest day is part of your program. So again, let's reclassify rest day. It's a recovery day. What are you doing to aid your recovery? It doesn't have to be cardio. That's not helping you recover. That's just fatiguing you more. It can be some foam rolling. It could be some yoga. It could be going for a walk. It could be some light cardio. You want to go for a jog. Like, it's up to you. If it's helping you get results and that's what you want to do, then you do that. If it's getting you results. If not, then you need to go back to the drawing board. But a recovery day is still part of your program, which means it's still training. So what you do on your, quote, off day, aka recovery day, that is what is going to help you. If you're stressed out, if you have an off day from heavy training and you're stressing yourself out, and you're not getting good sleep, then your next day for training is going to be fucked up. It's just as important, even more important. Remember, training, strength training, building muscle is about the stimulus and also about maximizing your recovery and minimizing fatigue. So you want to be minimizing your fatigue. Okay, last question. Projector, any channels you'd recommend for getting started for mobility and yoga outside of Swolenormous? Actually, no, I don't. I'm not saying that just because Swolenormous is the best place to do that, which it is. Our instructors are fantastic, the Swole and the yoga studio. But the mobility classes, I download the app. You get 7-day free trial to check it out. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff on YouTube, but I do not have any channels off the top of my head because I don't use them myself. I only use Swolenormous X. But I appreciate the question. I'm not just saying that as a shameless plug, but hey, when you're proud of what you've created, and this is why I created Swolenormous, so you can have everything in one spot, that's obviously what I'm always going to plug. So hashtag Fef for a chance to win today's Swole card. But a lot of people, look, there's a lot of people that do yoga. There's a lot of people that teach, mobility and stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there. But the most important thing for me is not just, of course, the mobility and not just the yoga. It's everything integrated together. So it's having all of that in one spot. And that's what no one else has. No one else has all the 7 pillars in one place like we do. It just makes it better and better, doesn't it? I know, the sweet Papa Swole, yo. I know, it's my beef. Aww. Rest in beef, my sweet girl. Oh, she's so cute every time I see this picture. God damn it. I would just love to just nibble on her one more time. Miss that dog. All right, fam, we're good with questions. I see none coming through. Let's get into some balls deep videos, and then we'll go into overtime. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's deep. All right, make America healthy again. I would love to make America swole. So a lot of you know that RFK is going to be the Secretary of Health and Human Services, which is like $2 billion a year. So it's what the NIH, the CDC, and the FDA. So hopefully RFK guts the fuck out of these. Guts them like a fish. I really am looking forward to the accountability and the payback for the evils that's been perpetuated on the American people, especially in the last few years. So we're going to get into a couple videos, but I just want to share this post because I think it's very appropriate that 2021, we have the trans retardation, and now in 2025, we have a dude who loves this country and fucking lives. So let's get America for everyone. Looking forward to it. Ah, yes. No more retardation in 2025. Let's fucking go. Very excited about that. Okay, let's get into some videos. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3. Reminder, we got overtime for members starting. And of course, we have in the app, we'll have the overtime segments available so you can watch the replay very easily. So that's very exciting. But we're going to kick off overtime in just a few moments after we get through these balls deep. Let's start off with positive charisma number 3. Let's get into a couple videos. This is called Recovery is Resistance.
Recovery is Resistance Part 2.
Oof.
Recovery is resistance if you are working to unlearn weight stigma and diet culture because those are rooted in anti-blackness. In her work, Dr. Sabrina Strings explains the Enlightenment idea.
Okay. I could just stop these videos. I could just stop these fucking videos. I am so tired of these people bringing up that stupid book, that Fearing the Black Body, this absolute racist pamphlet of garbage. Ugh. Still slinging this crap.
Philosophers viewed Africans as loving food and sex so much, she uses the word sensuous, that they became what was viewed as too fat. That led to the idea that thinness was synonymous with the rational self-control that marked the construct of European superiority.
Can you imagine, like, trying to convince yourself that this makes sense? Mark the construct of European superiority. So you're getting indoctrinated. These people that are learning this in college, they're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to be brainwashed.
She writes that the belief that fatness is connected to savagery has been historically used to oppress and enslave Black people. But it still shows up in healthcare and other spaces as a way to blame and marginalize Black bodies. She explains that.
Oh, sorry, I paused. I know we're all upset.
Super clearly and succinctly in this episode of the NPR podcast Shortwave titled Fat Phobia and its Racist Past and Present. But I also highly recommend her book, Fearing the Black Body, The Racial Origins of Fat Phobia. So, divesting from diet culture is also an act of divesting from systemic white supremacy. So if recovery is all you can handle right now and you're worried that that's not enough, remember, that's resistance.
Shut up, bitch!
That's resistance. All you're resisting is logic and common sense. So again, these people hate the United States. That's why we don't respect them. They hate this country, yet they won't fucking leave. They always say, we're going to leave. If Trump wins, we're going to leave. Go. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Just get the fuck out if you hate this country so much. It's systemically racist. It's white supremacy. Oh, this country is so bad. Everything's rooted. It's systemic. It's everywhere. It's coming out of the woodwork like the boogeyman. Shut up. Shut up. You need some dick. You are desperate for some attention from a man. Feminism lied to you. You're on birth control. Soy boys suck and you know it. So you're thinking about swinging and going lesbian or whatever. You know, nothing wrong with that if you want to swing that. But, you know, these people are confused. They just need a strong masculine presence. But of course, toxic masculinity. Oh my God. The patriarchy. But it feels good, right? It feels good to bring back rationality, logic, and common sense in 2025. Very excited.
I've contained my rage for as long as possible, but I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves! Begone, vile man! Begone from me!
All right, let's take one. We got Cerny with number 1. Can you believe the epic racism? Like, there's absolute...
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
Let's do number 1. This is called anti-fat. Let's keep it up. Keep it up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see those tears.
It is, in fact, anti-fat to bring up someone's size as a way to dismiss their argument.
I mean, if someone's trying to tell me how to eat healthy and they're morbidly obese, that will dismiss their argument. 1,000%. If someone has no muscle and they're trying to tell me how to build muscle, that can easily dismiss. You don't know what you're talking about, obviously. Okay.
Especially when their size has nothing to do with the argument being made. Anti-fat bias is pervasive in our culture.
I mean, I guess if someone's talking about something in like world history and you're like, well, shut up, fatty. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I mean, they still might be fat, but that doesn't maybe have context as to why they're wrong or something. So, okay, you're not saying anything that's... This is with anything. It's like, well, you wear glasses. Well, that doesn't mean I'm wrong about the Roman Empire. So, okay.
And we fat people have internalized that bias.
No kidding.
We judge ourselves for our size as much, if...
Okay, I know what you're gonna... this is what this is all about. That's all you do is judge yourself. That's why you project your own self-hatred into everyone else. We don't hate you as much as you hate yourself. We're just being logical. You're not healthy. So you're not happy with yourself. You don't love yourself, which, don't get me wrong, I understand. Why you would come to that conclusion.
More than those around us are judging us. We believe these lies that our size makes us unhealthy.
They're not lies. That's why you're trying so hard to cope, because you're holding two thoughts at the same time. You're trying to brainwash yourself and tell yourself that you're healthy when you're just not. And you know you're not because you're a grifter. Okay.
Ugly and lazy, and believe that one of the most important things that we could focus on is losing weight. And then at that elusive...
I don't care if you're not fat anymore. If you're eating quality food and you're exercising, you won't be fat, but I don't care. I got my own life to live. I'm not worried about whether you do it. What I am worried about is you lying online and projecting it like it's some sort of virtuousness. You are lying. You are incorrect. You are fat. You are unhealthy. That's all there is to it. Again, when have I ever been like, you're fat, you shouldn't be doing this? I'm always going after people that are fat that are lying to people. Okay, you're fat. I get it. Most people in this country are fat and it's terrible. But when you start talking about it like it's everyone else's fault and that it's not bad, like you're just a fucking liar. And that is offensive to my logic and common sense.
The moment when we have finally reached our goal weight, we will finally have worth.
This is some kind of weird jousting in your own head. You are just you're creating this thing that doesn't exist. The logic does, the reality does, gravity certainly exists, but the story you tell yourself, just either shut up or exercise and eat steak or something.
None of that is true. And it takes a lot of work to unpack that bias from our thinking. And it is work that I am still doing.
Okay. I mean, shout out to your therapist. They're a better person than any of us. Like talk about People would rather go into the meat grinder in World War I than be her fucking therapist. So, you lose. Cool story, Hansel. Keep doing that work. Keep doing that work. Probably just work out instead. Save yourself some time and some money. All right, one more. We're on a fat train today. I guess these videos are all fat. Talk about Make America Healthy again. Well, let's take a look. Fat phobic society. Remember, it's not the seed oils. It's not your fucking shitty habits. It's not the fact that you don't exercise or go for a walk or want to go outside and touch grass. It's everyone else. It's the society. The society is fat phobic. It's you. That's what these people are saying. When they say it's society, that means it's you. It's your fault that they're fat. It's your fault that they hate themselves. It's the culture that makes me feel bad about myself.
I want to talk about our fat phobic society for a second. I have a family member who she has been skinny, pretty her entire life.
The jealousy of a woman. That's right. I have a family member who's been skinny and pretty. Oh, someone's not happy that someone else is prettier. Okay.
Emotional damage.
Let's continue.
No one has ever told her to like lose weight or diet. Oh,
maybe because she's not fat. Why would you tell someone to lose weight if she's skinny and pretty? Just saying. Just saying. Maybe that's not something that comes up because she's not morbidly obese. Now, of course, if you're skinny, you probably don't have this whole idea of skinny. We don't care about skinny. What dude wants a skinny woman? You want someone who's healthy. Skinny is like, no, I want someone with muscle mass. I want someone, I don't need to be jacked, but skinny is not a term for healthy. So you can be sickly and skinny. That's not good. Okay.
You need to get healthy. You need to be healthy. No one has ever given her any of those innuendos or sly compliments, but like it was like a sly diss. Because like, for fat people, as if you're a fat person, then our whole society tells you like lose weight. You need to be healthy. It's for your health. It's for your health. Well,
oh my God, people are telling me to be healthy. Bring back bullying. Bring back bullying. I think the anti-bullying campaigns over the last few decades this is the problem. You have a lot of this like retardation that survives because there's no bullying. And when you can't put this garbage in its place, this is what happens. I have a garden. All right. I love butterflies. We have a butterfly garden. I'm always out there. I got to weed stuff, right? I got to pull out weeds. There's grass that pops up and you don't want to choke out the plants and stuff like that. And I got to trim the bushes. You got to take out the trash. And when I say trash, I mean that figuratively in most cases. So you have to get rid of the stuff that doesn't belong. There's grass that pops up and weeds. It's like, I don't want that in the garden. That's not good for it. So I pull it out. Am I bullying the weeds? Am I bullying the grass? Oh my God, I'm bullying it. No, I'm tending to it so it doesn't get overrun with bad shit. Let's continue.
Family member who has been skinny, pretty her entire life is an avid smoker. She's been smoking since she was like 13 or something, right? And so,
okay, not good.
At 26, I think, she had her lungs collapse.
Jesus Christ.
One of her lungs collapsed, and so now she lives the rest of her life without full capacity lung capacity.
Her lung collapsed at 26?
Jesus
Christ.
And not one person has ever said, you need to be more healthy. And I think that we demonize fat people in our society because we just automatically assume if you're fat, you're unhealthy, which is...
I think no one has ever said you need to be more healthy because she probably had her lungs collapse and it's probably obvious. Okay, whatever.
So not true. It's just because the fat phobia that's embedded in our society. But take a moment to really think about, what you're saying to your fat friend or your fat family member.
You got to breathe through your nose. That whole like congestion stuff, that's not good. So anyway, her family like, okay, smoking is not good. So she's saying that, well, she was skinnier and smoking and that's not good. Yeah, being fat is controllable. Stop eating cake and garbage and whatever. I don't care.
When you're not saying anything to like a skinny person just because you assume that they're healthy because they're skinny.
I agree with the fact that just because you're skinny, you probably have low muscle mass. Osteoporosis or osteopenia, like that's not good either. You should be lifting weights. I always say this, right? If you're obese, you need to be lifting weights and building muscle. If you're skinny, you need to be building muscle. Build muscle. Fat, skinny, it's muscle building. You don't want to lose weight, you want to build muscle. You don't want to gain weight. You want to build muscle. Okay. When you're fat, you don't want to lose weight. You don't want to lose muscle mass. A lot of people do this Ozempic crap and they lose muscle mass. It just lose overall weight. It's bad. I'm sure people told her smoking's not good. We know this.
Fat doesn't mean unhealthy. Skinny does not mean healthy.
Fat does mean unhealthy and skinny does not mean healthy. So you're half correct. Okay. Okay. If you're fat, you're not healthy. You're not as healthy as you could be. All right. Is it a spectrum? Sure. Maybe you're not dead in the moment, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to have issues. Your body's not processing nutrients properly. If you're fat, you're definitely not optimally healthy. That's just, okay. Are you more healthy than someone else? Maybe in the short term. Okay. So just because one thing is true doesn't mean the other thing is true. This is weird. These arguments don't work.
Healthy, skinny does not mean healthy. Okay? I love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye. Bye.
Now, once you've had sex with the woman, she will naturally start to depend on you. Okay? All women do this.
All right. Super cringe, super painful. But it's all good. Let's do a throwback and then we're going into overtime. All right, here we go.
Calories in, calories out is a proven fundamental.
Do you know the consequences of living in a calorie deficit for too long? You'll end up fat.
And here we go.
If your body is in a perpetually starving state, because that's what calories in, calories out is. Having a calorie deficit, that means that you are not eating enough to sustain your body. Your brain needs carbs. You need like at least half a loaf of bread a day worth of carbs.
You are such a fucking idiot.
This is hurting my brain. You're not
So
going to
if your
gain.
body starts getting used to not having enough calories in it,
Nope.
you know what it does? It just makes it come back even stronger because your body is now used to being starving and it thinks that it needs to hold on to weight because you're not giving it enough.
And that's not how it works. If you have ever seen pictures from the concentration camps, when you're not given enough food, you fucking die. Oh my God. Pain. Jesus Christ. Oh, I love it. I love the stupidity. Got a clean house. All right, fam, it's time for overtime. So if you are a member, you know what to do. Go into the Daily Swole Telegram chat. We will stream overtime there. And of course, it'll be available in the Swolenormous app for later watching and enjoyment. If you are not yet a member, now's the time to join. Download the all-new Swolenormous app in the App Store for your iPhone or in Google Play. Type in Swolenormous, download the app now, start your free trial, and start your program. Start Maximum Swole, start a yoga class, try a yin yoga class, try a chair yoga if you're obese or you're injured or you're nursing something. Try one of our shoulders and hips and twist classes for your spine and for your neck. We have so many different types of classes, and of course, it's all in the palm of your hand. You could schedule them. You can download them offline. If you don't get good internet, you get on Wi-Fi, download a couple classes, then do them wherever you want. Welcome yourself in the community section, journal, track your progress, stream it to your TV, all that and so much more. So go check it out. Swolenormous app in Google Play or the App Store, available now. Let's get into the Swole card. It's hashtag FEF. Are you ready? Falcon, kick us off, and then we're going into overtime. Very exciting. Overtime is going to be lit. Brand new driving. Jesus fucking racism. Oh, I love it. Oh, we got a winner on Room Blay. Who's this? We Sash 128. Congratulations. We Sash. Hopefully you're getting some theft in there. A little theft. Congratulations. We Sash 128. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3115 the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. Thank you so much for playing. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. If you have not yet, take a moment, fam, before even you head on into overtime. If you're watching on YouTube or Rumble, make sure you head on over to Spotify or Apple Podcasts and leave a 5-star review if you enjoyed the show. I really appreciate you, and thanks for being here. And of course, you can leave a comment on Spotify. You can watch the video on Spotify also. So if you want to catch up on some previous episodes, we're always answering questions and going over Swole fan posts. So there's a lot of content every episode that's unique, not just the current events. So make sure you go and check out previous episodes because there's a lot of knowledge cock in those as well. So now we got overtime. It'll start in about 2 minutes. So head on into the Daily Swole Telegram chat and we'll get, of course, those Sorry about that. We'll get those videos uploaded into the app. That way, for those of you that have downloaded the app and members, you can catch it easily inside the Swole TV section on the Swolenormous app. So thanks for being here, and we'll see you in overtime. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out. Overtime. DWG. DWG. DWG.
Yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah.